Welcome students to this week's Spelling Netcast. Let's make sure that we have all of our needed equipment. Our pencil, sharpened, pair of scissors, spelling bag for your spelling words, your spelling journal, and of course your spelling words. This week we are working with suffix ION. So here are the words in case you left them at school. Then you can go ahead and make your own spelling words and still do the video. So as you know, the first thing we always do is cut our words out. And this week we only have one exemplar, well, two exemplars. We have ION and oddball. Then we're going to have our base words. So maybe I will do 3 exemplars instead of just 2 with the ION and the oddball. So we'll do 3. So after you get these cut apart, you will need, or we can do that right now, you will need 3 exemplars. Actually, you only need 1 extra one for your base word. So there you go. So put all your scraps aside. You'll have 1 for your base word, and then you will have these spelling words plus your 2 exemplars. If you need to pause the video at any time, you know you can do that. Okay. So I'm going to pause the video right now, put my notebook down, and spread all the words out. So you do the same. Okay, so I have all of my words all around my notebook. If you did not do that, go ahead and pause the video and get them all set up. I put all of my base words on one side, if you know what that is, and all of my ION on the other side. But it's up to you on how you would like to do it. So we're going to have 3 different exemplars. But first, we need to have the date. And we need to have Unit 5, Week 5. And then we are doing suffix ION. All right. So I am, very first, going to put base word. So, on there. And so then I'll have base word here. And that is actually 2 words. So, that's going to bother me, so I'm going to erase it and make sure I have a space between the 2 words, which I should have done in the first place. Base word. Okay. Feel better about that? Okay, and then I have my suffix, ION, and I have my oddball words. And the oddball words are our, put those in there, are our review words from another suffix lesson. Let's look at a couple of words. So I'm just going to grab one. Couldn't pick it up. Impress. Impress. I-M-P-R-E-S-S. Impress. That is a base word. There is no suffix on that. So what I'm going to do is look at my other words and find a word that has the suffix ION on that word that is like impress. And here I go. Impression. Impression. So it changes the way you pronounce the word. Impress. Impression. So it changes the way you pronounce the word, plus it adds on ION. So let's write the base word, impress. I-M-P-R-E-S-S. And then we'll write the word with the suffix ION, impression. I-M-P-R-E-S-S, same word, but it changes because of the I-O-N. It's now impression, impression. All right, sometimes you have to change the end of the word to add on the I-O-N. So we'll find a word that does that, but so let's take our impression and impress and move that. So let's look at, okay, here's one. Let's say the word locate, locate. Let's go ahead and spell that. L-O-C-A-T-E, locate. Okay, let's find a word that is similar or looks the same as locate with the I-O-N. Okay, here it is. This word is location. Again, it changes the pronunciation. But when there is an E on the end of the base word, we have to drop the E and add the I-O-N. So let's do that. So we have locate, so let's write locate. L-O-C-A-T-E, locate. And then location, drop the E, add the I-O-N. Okay, L-O-C-A-T-I-O-N, location. Locate, drop the E, add the I-O-N, so it's location. Let's look for another word that we may have to drop the E. See if you can find one. Okay, oops, got to move those. Here, how about confuse? Confuse, C-O-N-F-U-S-E. Can you find another word that's similar to confuse but has the I-O-N? How about confusion? Confusion. So confuse, C-O-N-F-U-S-E. Confusion, let's spell it. C-O-N-F-U-S. Drop the E, add the I-O-N. Confusion. All right, see, we didn't have to do that with impress and impression, but here's one that's a challenge word. Here's a challenge word. And we'll do it now so that you don't get really confused, so you can try and remember this. Conclude. Conclude. Spell it. C-O-N-C-L-U-D-E. C-O-N-C-L-U-D-E. Now, let's find a word that's similar to conclude, but has the I-O-N. Okay, here's one that looks similar. C-O-N-C-L-U, what happened here? This is a challenge word. So you just have to remember what to do on conclude. Conclude, we can't say conclude yun, because this says, even though we're adding the I-O-N, it says shun, right? Impression, location, confusion, and that's with the S-I-O-N, T-I-O-N, S-I-O-N. So the S-I-O-N on this one is the one that says conclusion, and that's the ending, but we're just adding on the I-O-N, but it changes the way you spell it, and that is how it works. And you have to remember which one's an S, which one's a T. So we have conclusion. So we don't just drop the D, the E, we have to take off the D also, otherwise it doesn't work. So let's spell that. Conclusion, C-O-N-C-L-U-S-I-O-N. So there's the suffix I-O-N, but it says conclusion, conclusion. So don't get confused about that. If you have any questions on that, you can ask me at school. One of your oddball words, of course, is going to be forgiveness. We did ness as a suffix, so this is a review of the suffix, so obviously that goes over there because we don't have a forgive and then the I-O-N, so, which is not even a word. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to finish putting your words together, find the base word, say it, spell it, find the word that is similar that has the I-O-N, figure out if you have to take off an E or whatever you may have to do. And remember, this is a challenge word, so not all of them are going to be that way. And, you know, just try and remember which one is S-I-O-N, T-O-N, location, confusion, conclusion, impression. So it changes the way you say it. Anyway, good luck. Work hard. Get it done. Write neatly. Please do all of this like I've asked you to do, because otherwise you're going to have a hard time with these spelling words. But you can do it. So see you at school.